Wakey, wakey, T-Rex. Time to start the day. Come on. It's past 8:30. I know it was exhausting watching the Patriots win in Buffalo yesterday. It was a late night, and that was awesome. And look at this. Two things. One, we've got a cloud this morning, stratocumulus. And two, a third time in 3 days, another cruise ship in Newport. Very busy port here. And let's go down to what I'm going to call the Sedona, Arizona of Rhode Island. This is a fun place to bring the dog. The colors are a little bit brighter sometimes when you lose the ultraviolet, tripped over Rex, radiation. So foliage, get reports that it's muted here and there, but it's always beautiful. And why do I call this the Sedona, Arizona of Rhode Island? Because this old stone mill, it's round, and to me, it emanates a real positive energy. So I like sitting here and doing the weather. In Sedona, they call them the energy vortexes. And this is my energy vortex. If I could just get T-Rex to keep up with me, we'll talk about this beautiful stretch of weather and why these clouds are a signal that things are changing. There was a lot of dew. The dew point came up last night, so it's more moist. I could sit in this and I get my butt all wet, but guess what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to sit in this and get my butt all wet, okay? And T-Rex can just hang out while we talk about this unbelievable stretch of weather. So the fact that the dew point is coming up, we're adding more moisture to it. The wind's from the south. This is a fog bank that's going to burn off. Here's the satellite imagery from first thing this morning. Actually, this is second thing. It was about 8:20 just when we left a big cloud out of the Gulf of Mexico and off of Florida, and thunderstorms there. And then north of Chicago, there's another front. So you have a front from the Gulf of Mexico. You have a front from Canada that's over Lake Superior. That was the reason for the snow in Montana yesterday. And then here in the Northeast, it's mostly clear. This patchy fog is going to burn off, resulting in another day of 80 to 86 degrees. Yes, yesterday in Burlington, Vermont, 86 degrees, tied the all-time record, all-time being records we've been keeping for a couple of hundred years, if that, from just 2 years ago. It was 86 in Burlington, Vermont on the 4th of October, and that was an October record. So now the new October record ties, this is October 5th, of an 86. And it was 86 also, Lebanon, New Hampshire, Springfield, Massachusetts. Now, Boston was only about 80 or 75. Same thing here in Newport, Rhode Island, because of a little onshore breeze. In Newport, it was a southerly breeze. It wasn't really an onshore breeze, but it's going to be another similar day today. Here's the Nashua, New Hampshire, a 10-day forecast on the meteogram and sort of graphic showing you the model output statistics is what we call this for the Euro. And I mentioned last week that it tries to tend towards Climo, so it doesn't show the 84 to 86 degrees, but that's what's going to happen again today. And then the front that's going to change everything is coming in tomorrow, and you get rain tomorrow night, first thing Wednesday. That rain may linger in southeastern Massachusetts on Wednesday, and then it turns cooler, and then it looks pretty nice with temperatures more seasonable, lower 60s here once you get into Thursday and Friday. And Saturday's looking okay, but look at that on the right-hand side of the screen there. That is the temperature, red line, and blue line dew point coming together and rain developing on Saturday night or Sunday, and it is never going to end. It keeps going on Sunday and a Monday and a Tuesday and a next Wednesday. That's our day 10, so that's as far as we go. Oh, T-Rex being so... See the energy center here, how it's calming us? Rex is just sitting there, even though there's another dog playing down the way. And this is a mysterious structure. This is the Judah Toro Park, Judah, philanthropist, and I think this stone structure predates him. They've done some carbon dating. Some locals like to think that it was done by the Vikings, and Benedict Arnold would like to think it was done by him, but it's a mystery. But I think that the consensus, do you like that word, consensus, is that it was an old windmill, the base of an old windmill, and there was a mill here, and on top of the hill, we saw the out the window, there was the big, huge cruise ship down the harbor, but it's going to just take too long. We're checking out of here. It's back to work Monday, so that's why we're up here on the hill. But I love the fact that you can walk down the hill, and there's so much going on here. And look, see how T-Rex is so chill? There's a dog walking behind us, and there's another dog walking over there, but there's something calming about this location right here, even with a weatherman talking loud. All right, so National Hurricane Center says that the system coming off halfway between Africa and the Caribbean is almost certainly now going to develop into Tropical Cyclone Jerry over the next 48 hours, if not sooner. And then it would take the red hash there to the east and to the north of the Caribbean. So that would be another one, sort of like Aaron, Umberto, and Gabrielle, that stay mostly out over the water. We'll see about that. The GFS does ramp it up, but the Euro says it's not going to even come together. And the Euro is the model we trust the most. And I don't know how to access the Google DeepMind. I just hear about it from other people that I think pay extra to get the Google DeepMind. That was the best with forecasting what was going to happen with Imelda missing South Carolina and Aaron missing the eastern United States. So that's going to be Jerry. And the systems that were hashed near Florida and Louisiana are no longer hashed, but the radar shows a lot of rain there from near the coast of Texas to near the coast of Florida, and we are going to tap that energy. Meantime, the last of the snow is decaying over Wyoming, so it ended up Montana got more snow than Wyoming, where last week it was showing Wyoming getting more snow than Montana. Oh boy, get ready for the frustrating winter season forecasting. Yep, there's T-Rex, and having a showdown. Rex is tied up. He's not coming any farther. Nose dog. He's a friendly dog. He's just protecting everybody. Rex, stay. Rex, chill out. Come on. All right. This is a positive energy center. Rex, you come here. Come here. Stop. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. Come here. All right, Rex, come here. Come here. Good boy. Stop. Sit. Sit. Rex, sit. Rex, sit. Good boy. Magic of the positive vorticity here. We talk about vorticity in the weather a lot. It has to do with spin. There's negative vorticity advection. That's high pressure and sunshine. That's what we have today. And then there's positive vorticity advection. That's cyclonic, and that brings in rain, and that's what we're going to have tomorrow night and Wednesday. This map sets the stage at 8 o'clock tonight. It's a vast, now Bermuda high-pressure system with a southwesterly flow. Record high temperatures again today. 86 is the record for Boston from 1990. And to do that, you need more of a westerly wind. So I don't think Boston gets to 86, but many will. But what I'm talking about here, though, is what I wanted to say was look at all the green now from the Bahamas across Florida up through Alabama, and then connecting to the front. So there's a little southern connection to the front coming in from Canada, and it is going to briefly evolve into a full latitude long wave trough on the East Coast, which is going to bring significant showers, downpours, and maybe a thunderstorm to New England tomorrow night into Wednesday. Now let's play it out using the Euro. Here it is. This is from Pivotal Weather. It's called the ECMWF, otherwise known as the Euro. The high to our south is pushing away, and we're still warm tomorrow. And then here comes the front from the north, and here comes energy from the south, and it's converging on New England. And we're going to still probably get to 80 before the rain in northwestern Vermont before evening tomorrow night. And then in through the night, it looks like it tries to fall apart a little bit, but then becomes an enhanced rainfall from Narragansett Bay to Cape Cod Bay on Wednesday morning with a thunderstorm. And there is potential for more than an inch of rain in the heavier showers, but I think we're all going to get about a quarter to a third of an inch of rain before the cold air advection and NVA, negative vorticity advection, means clearing sky on Wednesday with the tight isobars and the 540 line coming down. That high pressure comes in with a hard freeze on Thursday morning, and maybe even another freeze. Friday looks like it's going to start to warm up a little bit back into the 60s. And then on Friday, there may be another frost in spots. And then look at the energy building to the south of the high pressure system. There is a gale center nor'easter over South Carolina, slowly chugging to the north. And here's where it changes. Over 2 days ago, it had a front coming in from Canada, and the two were going to merge for a major storm in the Gulf of Maine. Then yesterday it kept it separate. Now there is a subtle front from Canada, and the system to the south, we have all of a sudden a vast, strong nor'easter deepening briefly down to near 990 millibars with high pressure to the north of New England. So the south coast of New England could be getting a lashing on Sunday. And then that high to our north gradually gives way to the east, and the storm is decaying and not really coming too far north, but the rain is in here with a wind from the east on Sunday night into Monday. and then it starts to dry out a little bit in western and northern New England, but the rain is lingering in through Tuesday on Cape Cod into Connecticut, and the GFS kind of matches this, so it's not a totally outrageous thing that this could happen. And so in other words, the confidence is pretty high for a 7 or 8 day forecast, and then day 10 is now Wednesday, October 14th. What's today? Yeah, today's the 5th, no, the 6th. So it's October 15th. Okay, sorry. Wednesday, October 15th. And that's day 10. And there's a little shortwave there coming across the Great Lakes with air almost cold enough for snow there over the Midwest. And we're kind of in between with another system. By the way, if you took it out to days 13, 14, there's a major storm forming near Lake Superior. It was in the 960 millibar range, but we don't go out that far because there's just too much room for error. But we're looking at a significant pattern change here beginning tomorrow night with these rains. All right. So these clouds are really moving along up there from the southwest. T-Rex is chilling out. That shepherd has gone by. And we have the calming energy and yesterday's weather today and more going here from Bellevue Ave in Rhode Island. Have you heard of it? It turns into Mansion Row. I don't know what they call it. I can't remember. But it was one of those mansions about 35 years ago, 1990, the same year as that record high in Boston, that I learned how to prune roses with a arborist from the University of Rhode Island Cooperative Extension, and he taught me how to prune roses at Rosecliff. So we're going back in time with Tim here, going by the mansions and then going out to Castle Hill for what I just have to say was a spectacular afternoon. The feel of summer and fall, and the Narragansett Bay just full of fun and ships and sailboats, and a massive Princess cruise ship went by at sunset. We're going to take it right through sunset and moonrise, and it's called Yesterday's Weather Today and more. T-Rex and a few other dogs. Oh yeah, and a couple behind us got engaged, and we have that too, and other dogs and other fun people and more. And more after 1 o'clock on our Not in a Hurry Sunday. Jets are up 3-0 hosting the Cowboys. And this window opened, which is nice. I like that. So we're on this, I don't know, 3rd floor of a hotel on a hill. Some roof decks over there that are not open to the public. Maybe Vanderbilt on the right there will open later. So this is the best view I can get of this cruise ship that's just pulling out. This is a different one than yesterday. It's massive. It'd be fun to get down a little closer, maybe go to Castle Hill and watch this go by. Let's try that. Wonderful architecture here. And we got a car show going on. All kinds of fancy cars around. What is that car? Never seen one of those.
It still does.
There's a Monarch Butterfly over there on that tree. Darn. I don't know, is that a pulse? I'm not sure. Trying to catch a cruise ship. Glad we're not trying to get on it. Bellevue Ave. That hotel is Viking 1 Bellevue Ave, and I think we're surrounded by real old school mansions here. When I worked at ABC 6 in Rhode Island, 38 years ago, I came to Rosecliff and learned how to prune roses with a URI professor who took care of the gardens. Jack Ewell was his name, University of Rhode Island Extension. Is that Rosecliff? That's it. That's Rosecliff. I learned how to prune roses at Rosecliff, and I'll never forget that lesson. Cut above the 5-leaf branch and keep your roses blooming right through October this year. Is that Taylor Swift? Were we allowed to make a video going down Bellevue Ave, listening to Taylor Swift? Didn't she have a house near here once? Somewhere around here. America's favorite vodka for a reason, Tito's. Oh, when you come to the end of the road, Cogshell. Where's that cruise ship? T-Rex, you want to stop and kick the tires at one of these mansions? See if it suits us? Some granite outcroppings, some nice privets. Lots of fancy cars, including little tiny go-karts. Gooseberry. Looks like we would be allowed to go in there. Off season now. All right, where's the surf? A lot of fisher people. Don't see any surfer people. See a T-Rex dog. Seems like this road just goes on and on forever.
Sparkle.
Hi, Sea Sparkle. Brenton Point State Park. Okay, moving west, about to turn north. Should be a cruise ship, a huge one. There's a tanker. Montauk Daisy Mana. Look at them all. Get out and walk now. Wonderful garden. Still looking like summertime here. I would assume that these tomatoes and herbs and peppers are for the chefs at Castle Hill, up the hill where we're going. Look at them all, gorgeous. When you have endless Montauks, you have endless buzzing. Look at all the bees. This is so neat. Oh, these are those orange ones that I couldn't find on mine the other day. So I don't know all the different kinds. Is there a beeologist in the house? Look at them. And they go all the way across the street. So this is the most Montauks I've ever seen in one spot. And the trick to having them not all fall to the ground is to, on July 4th, prune them. And then they'll stand up straighter like these ones do. Oh, and there's a T-Rex sighting over there. Hi, T-Rex. And mommy. All right, you don't see this kind of sign very often regarding the bees. Pollinators that work, please take care when walking past the tree ahead. A colony of honeybees have chosen this tree to make their hive, and they are performing important work pollinating our 40 acres. Keep away from the tree and don't linger. Our busy bees will appreciate it. Well, am I lingering? Am I too close? Is Winnie the Pooh in there too? Monarch. I think I see a monarch. Unfortunately, it's near the bees. But we're gonna capture a monarch. Right here. Is it a monarch? Oh, it's very similar to a monarch. Yes. Okay, bucket list. Hey monarch, you ready to fly to Mexico? You like the same kind of nourishment that the bees like? The nectar of the Montauk daisy? How close can I get to you? Now I know there are other butterflies that look like monarchs. So I'm not positive that's a monarch. What do you say, viewers, about the door weather and more? Thank you for stopping and posing next to the beehive. Oh, beehive. Beehive is right there. I don't know if I've ever walked out here before. I like it. Doesn't look like that light's gonna be lighting, but it's certainly a landmark. Last time I saw this was going by out of Narragansett Bay on the tall ship Lynx back in May. Still no sign of that cruise ship, but what a scenic vista. Something was bolted into the bedrock here. There's Castle Hill right there. Mind your step, Tim. And which bridge is that? Jamestown? I don't come to Rhode Island often enough, but I know we went under it in the tall ship Lynx. Carolina wren sound. That must be its more subtle whisper in the ear, because usually it's a lot louder than that. Bittersweet. Beautiful invasive. Or is that Carolina wren? It's close. It's so small. It's like 2 inches tall. Toying with me. Probably in the shot right now. Anybody see it? And the famous Castle Hill. Took a walk to get here. Breeze from the south. The look and the sound of autumn, but the feel of summer. I guess that's the look of summer right there too, isn't it? All right, we did not miss the cruise ship after all. There it is. All right, now can you go by in front of us, please? Thanks, that'd be great. What do you like, the land or the water? I think Rex likes the land better. Sure handsome. Old Boys Vienna Style Lager. Rhode Island brewed. Ragged Island. And this one, Drip Wet Hop IPA, brewed in Exeter, Rhode Island, using the cone fresh from the harvest. It's getting cloudy and sun and some rain, and it had me at hello. Hello. Thank you. T-Rex making new friends. It's pretty interesting. There's a tugboat pulling barge. And there's not one single cloud in the sky. It's just a little round of applause for a newly engaged couple right here. Oh, could cry. I gotta look away. Come about. Impressive, very impressive. Wow, that was so cool. They're coming right at us. They're waving. Hi. I guess that cruise ship. I guess that cruise ship really isn't moving. It just kind of points into the wind as the wind increases from the south. What a day. More and more and more.
I'm like, I don't remember which you wore it on this finger or that finger. But I'm like,
who's living their best life? New dog alert, new dog alert.
Pleasure, Nancy. He's a big boy,
Rex, get that toy, I dare you. Yeah, I'll play. I'll play all day. Oh, look at that. So cute. It's the same kind of dogs. 4 o'clock, second round of NFL football games are on, but we're getting brunch now. Look at that gull pointed into the wind. No place else on earth would rather be. It's what's for brunch. Almost ready to call it a day here. What kind of vessel is that? Fancy buoy tender? Always like new pets in our videos. And what's your dog's name?
Summit.
Summit. That's awesome. So does he like to climb mountains?
He loves to climb mountains. He loves to hike. He loves to run. Longest he's run is 20 miles.
Wow.
He did training runs for me a year ago when I did Boston.
And I know how Lisa likes to be in the videos too. Not. So Summit had quite a day. Tell me about Summit's day today.
Oh my goodness. We woke up at Auntie Nancy's house in Wickford. We went for a trail run for about 3 miles. And he jumped in mud and he had a mud bath.
Oh my goodness.
And then he got cleaned off. And then he went to the Wickford Town Beach and swam in the ocean. We can supplement with photos. And then we came back and then you had a real bath with shampoo.
That sounds like about a week's worth of activity.
It was, all before 10 a.m.
Oh my goodness, Summit. I don't smell the ocean on you at all. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh. No, you're not pretty. You're handsome. Forgive me. You're handsome. How old is Summit?
4.
4.
He was a show dog.
I can
He was a
tell.
model. He came from Maine. I got him 2.5 years ago. I was doing the Cambridge Half Marathon and my phone was blowing up at 7:30 a.m. on a Sunday. And I said, who is calling me at 7:30 a.m.? And it was my friend Kim, who was determined to find me another baby after my Cassidy went to heaven 2 months earlier. And she said, he's perfect. I found your dog. He's amazing. And his name is Summit. And he's the most beautiful. And she continues to this day. She's a professional photographer. Says he is the most beautiful, beautiful dog I've ever seen. And I say he's the most beautiful male dog because, of course, my Cassidy and my Sydney were the most beautiful girl dogs. So he's the most beautiful boy I've ever seen.
And what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Julie. I'm from Natick and I live in Wellesley.
Julie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We like to feature new friends and dogs, especially on Out the Door, Weather, and More.
All right.
With Steve, our cat, and T-Rex, our dog, which is over there with the other ladies, of course.
Yay.
And we've got a little bit of a yacht going by. Or what do you call those things? A massive cruise ship. That's what I meant. I think the Queen Mary was here
Did that leave
yesterday.
yesterday?
Yeah.
We went by that yesterday.
Look at this. We can actually see their movie screen right there on the upper deck. Wow. Look at all those rooms. This is amazing. So I've been kind of waiting all day for this ship to go by. We've been here. We've been here for about 4.5 hours. But
finally.
not complaining. I mean, look at this October day. How often does this happen?
Pretty amazing. August and October.
Yeah, this is August 35th. Oh man, can you show a movie up there, please? I'm honking the horn for us. Enchanted Princess, Princess Line. Calling it August 35th because it was so warm today. And now we've got the sound of the wake from a cruise ship on the rocks here at Castle Hill, Rhode Island. And the time lapse is from Dennis and Weymouth. Look at the waves reflecting and refracting off of these rocks. What a fantastic, not in a hurry Sunday. A little chilly now, but not complaining. Cormorant. All right, get some dinner down there. Done, but guess what? Not. Because the moon. The moon keeps on giving. All right, that's it. For real. We'll do this again tonight. Talk to you tomorrow. Tuesdays are good if you can get them.